The United Kingdom is one of the most dynamic locations in the world, and for many years have been the entry point for inward investment into the 17 trillion European Union market. A grand majority of companies who expand internationally first open offices in the UK, including Google, Facebook, and Amazon. The UK was the first overseas location for Airbnb and the second international destination of Uber after France. There are many top homegrown unicorns and well-known startups such as Global Switch, The Hut Group, TransferWise, and food delivery service Deliveroo. The UK is an attractive destination for expansion, and today we are going to give you some pros and cons, but first let's cover some quick facts. The UK has a population close to 66 million people, and 1/6 of them live in London. Other large cities include Manchester and Birmingham with over 2.5 million people in each, and Leeds and Glasgow which surpass the 1 million mark. The UK is the 5th largest economy in the world with a GDP of over $2.6 trillion. In recent years, its GDP grew faster than other developed economies in Europe but suffered a pullback due to concerns with Brexit. The GDP per capita in the UK hovers over $40,000. Now let's jump into the pros and cons. Pros. 1. Language. One of the most obvious but beneficial pros is that as an American company, you will have no problem with language barriers. This reduces time, effort, and improves communication when doing business, helping you build relationships quicker. You may want to customize content from US to UK English to sound closer to your customers. 2. Access to capital. There are over 700 member firms, including 300 fund managers and 120 institutional investors, part of the British Private Equity and Venture Capital Association. In 2017, VC firms invested about £3 billion across 740 deals. Some notable investments included Improbable, which raised close to £400 million, Deliveroo, which raised £364 million, and TransferWise, which added another £200 million to its books. UK firms attracted almost 4 times more funding in 2017 than Germany, and more than France, Ireland, and Sweden combined. 3. Epicenter and education. Alongside the US, the UK has some of the world's finest learning institutions. This includes Cambridge University, Imperial College London, University of Oxford, Bristol, LSE, St Andrews, and many more. The UK is an epicenter that attracts not only the brightest local students, but the best from every country in the world. 4. Favorable taxes and patent box. The UK has one of the most lenient corporate rates in Europe at 19% and expected to be dropped to 17% by 2020. UK companies also pay no dividend withholding taxes. Another great incentive is an initiative called Patent Box, introduced in 2013 that allows a 10% tax rate on profits from products that have patents, which is a reduction of 9% from the standard corporate tax rate. However, there's a steep sales tax in the country of 20%. Some tech companies like Uber and Google have found loopholes to avoid this tax in certain transactions. 5. Developed IT infrastructure. The UK has all of the characteristics of an IT-friendly society. Over 95% of people have internet access. There's significant technical talent, and there are generous research and development tax credit schemes to reward innovation. There's a British version of Silicon Valley called Silicon Fen, which is an area with a high concentration of tech companies, including Acorn Computers, ARM Holdings, and Sinclair Research. The area has close business ties with Cambridge University. Now, let's discuss some of the drawbacks of expanding into the UK. 1. Brexit uncertainty. It is unclear how the country will cooperate with the EU and what types of agreements they will reach. This uncertainty has caused a significant fall in the value of pound in 2017. 2. High competition. One of the UK's greatest benefits is its huge market. However, that also means that there are a lot of strong players competing. Your company will have to solve a unique problem or need to be ready to battle it out with some other heavyweights with operations in the UK. In summary, the UK can be a good option for expansion since it offers an open, healthy, and dynamic market with access to top talent and solid IT infrastructure. However, be aware of the competition you might face and how Brexit will affect your company's entry into the UK.